Christmas! Ah!
So, it's Christmas Eve,
Yes.
and I'm really excited because there are so many things that I love about Christmas. And I'm sure you have a list too. I don't know. I think I like the feeling of Christmas. It's so magical, but I think what makes it magical is seeing all like the decorations.
Yes.
Like that's my biggest thing. Like the aesthetics of Christmas are like my favorite thing.
I mean, we've traveled even during the holiday season in Japan, and you get to see they decorate
Yeah.
Christmas. And in the Philippines, they decorate really early for Christmas. I don't know. What was it? October or November?
September. Yeah.
And so
September 1st.
it's just really great, when you decorate the homes and, just going out just to see the lights, the different lights. And it just gives a different feel where there's just that warm, like, hey, it's Christmas. Like growing up in Hawaii, we used to go to the Honolulu Hale and see all the different Christmas trees, even though I had an allergic reaction to Christmas trees when I was a lot younger.
Yeah. And really, I think that's really awesome. And the giant Santa and Mrs. Claus that used to sit there on the fountain.
Yeah, with a shaka.
Yeah. And so it just feels so warm and comforting and just exciting. I don't know. There's some excitement about it.
Especially when they have like Christmas music playing. And it really is a reminder that Jesus is the reason for the season.
Yeah. And it's like every time, I just thought about this, and maybe it's something that I need to start doing as that reminder of, this is something that we do to celebrate Jesus. And, every time you see all those lights and how bright they shine, it's like a reminder of, God in us that shines bright. Like it's God and Jesus that, is that light.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So if you think about it that way, every time you see like the really bright lights and it looks just magnificent, like just think about Jesus and how good, like not how, well, yes, how good, but what he did, how God sent Jesus down to earth to be born and to live a life amongst us humans.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, there is also the gift giving. And, as a kid, you're so excited to open presents. And what was your favorite present growing up?
Oh, I don't know. There were so many things. I can't pinpoint one at this moment because there's so many. But yeah, I think it was always an exciting time. And I think now in my adult life, I like to buy gifts and like, I like to see other people opening them, especially the kids. The kids.
And so, because you're really good at choosing presents, I think you're really good at getting presents. Like it's amazing to see the kids' reactions because sometimes somebody gets them a really fancy, awesome gift that I think like, well, I was like, whoa. And the kids are like, oh, okay. And then you get them like, you really know the kids where you get them that is something very simple, but they are like so excited. They're like, oh my gosh.
Well, it's funny because like you look at all the little, like the babies and the toddlers, and just give them a box and they're happy,
That's not what we get for Christmas though.
No, that's not what we get for Christmas. But if I wrap something in a big box, then most likely they're also playing with that box. So it's like a 2-for-1.
But like stickers and knowing exactly what they like, whether it's like dinosaurs or other things, or even snacks.
Yeah.
We've been giving a lot of snacks, small ones, especially things that people like because, we know some homes, they just are filled with a lot of toys. We've had parents say, don't buy toys.
Yeah.
And, I do really, it is that balance of making sure that, that we know that Christmas is not just about gifts or other things. And it's that balance. It's tough. It's tough. We know like now, like some of the kids is like, where are they finding like what's on the wish list is a Switch. Maybe the Switch 2.
Yeah.
And, Switch 2 is like over $500.
Well, it's like you have commercials and then you have like YouTube. Like if your kids are watching YouTube, like,
I would love a Switch 2, but like these are like 5-year-olds and 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, where did you find out about this Switch 2?
Or their friends have it.
Yes. And, but sometimes that Christmas is a time for that big gift if the parents do decide, on that. And it's just those type of things every year. Like you could see as kids get older or the trends.
Didn't you go through that? Like where it just went from like simple things and then you're like, oh, well, the next thing. And, as you got older.
Yeah, I think for me.
Like, did you desire to have?
Yeah, I think so. Like I think I probably was like 10 or 12, when I was like, ooh, what is that? But it was more, I don't know. I guess growing up, it was like the bicycle, I guess, was a big thing. Like, ooh, a bicycle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or, a video game system. Yeah, definitely. Game Boy, or a stuff. But I got that at an older age than my brother. So obviously, if I get something, then my brother would get something. But we're 5 years apart. But when I was my brother's age, I didn't get that. It's just too young.
Right.
I think. Yeah. And so, but yeah, we've been migrating towards Secret Santa. It really helps people be mindful of the budget.
Yeah. And it's hard because it's like, what do you get someone who already has something? Like, like we are, like, if we're going to, as adults now, right? If we want something, we're going to just buy it.
Yeah.
It's not like we're going to wait and be like, oh, okay, for Christmas, I'm going to ask for this. Usually like children, right, they're waiting for their birthday or they're waiting for Christmas to ask for that big thing or something that they really want. Yeah. Right.
Like for us, it's like I don't mind, like I kind of get overwhelmed if I get like gifts from 20 different people. It's I enjoy it, but it gets overwhelming. Yeah. And then you have to get gifts for 20 different people.
I think that there's nothing wrong. Like if somebody's heart is to be generous, I don't think there's anything wrong in receiving, from someone who just wants to be generous. But I think in our family, it's just saying like, hey, it's okay. Like we don't really need anything. Like our big thing is we're coming to see you guys for Christmas. And that's, just spending time.
Real talk though. There was like in 2007 during the recession, we were facing financial hardships, and that was like the time for Christmas. And I never used to think like that. Like, oh my gosh, like before it was just like go shopping, buy everything, and then it's just like, what do we do? Do we hide, shame, and just being very creative at that time. And it really was the first time going through something like that made me think like, oh my gosh, I wonder if other people feel that way. And so just to alleviate those type of things, having those type of discussions like, hey, Secret Santa, or even some things like maybe buy a gift basket for the family versus like individual. It does get harder, when people have bigger families. And so those are some creative ways.
Yeah. And I think that, doing Secret Santa, because we've been doing it with my family for the past, 5 years? Yeah. Or this will be year 5.
Yeah.
And so it's something that it's a new tradition that we created amongst the pandemic.
So we do Secret Santa for the adults.
For the adults.
We
the
still
kids,
get the kids their individual.
and then grandparents. Like, we still do our grandparents and parents.
Yes. Individual gifts. But in terms of everyone else, it's kind of alleviated a lot. Especially, it's not only the spending, it's also the thinking.
Yes.
Because it's like, what do
we're in like the gift card generation, because either we're too overwhelmed to go shopping, we don't have the time, we don't want to think about it, and
but then you have to give something. Well, you want to give something from your heart,
right?
But it's always good to have somebody to have a gift that they really connects with them, not just for the sake of, I need to get them a gift, so let's buy some socks or something.
Right. Yeah. Like, who needs more socks, mugs, sticky notes? I don't know. But yeah. And I mean, really, even if people are giving those things, it is from the heart. If it truly is like, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you. Merry Christmas, then that's fine. Like, I think so, because you get, like, if you want to give something, like you said, like if there's a financial hardship, or you just, you maybe have a lot of people that you're close with and you want to just do something small, that's the way to go. I think, sometimes, like I've talked about this with some friends, and, buying like things in bulk, where we can, it's like, if we have 5 friends that we have to buy for, we're buying packs of 5, where that can be broken up into, okay, here, everybody's getting the same thing, but we're buying in bulk.
You reminded me of something about how I had a neighbor, and what she used to do is she would just give people like hot cocoa packs and like marshmallows and just like a little card. And I never thought about that. But it is like something like it's like a little, it's a gift. It's part of the season.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's something that you're going to most likely consume.
Yes.
So because I even think about like, before, when I was younger, a lot of people would give us like those mixes in a jar.
Yes.
Like that was really common, when I was growing up. So we would always have like a brownie mix or a cookie mix, soup or hot cocoa. Like everything came, like they would make it themselves, and it would just be in a mason jar with the instructions on the outside and tied up with a little bow. And it's like, like that's really cool, because then it's something that person will use.
Yes.
They can make it for their Christmas party, or they can make it for, whenever they feel like they want a little treat. Yeah.
I also think about like homemade cookies or desserts as a time for the holidays where it can be traditional. Yeah. Like, hey, it's something that you made with love, basically. So those are some ideas in terms of just traditions of getting out of the grind of going out and shopping. I mean, I think we talked about this about that in our Black Friday Thanksgiving about how we used to go like just shopping, and we haven't done that in years. I feel like Black Friday is mostly like, I need a sale. But before, it was used to like, this is the time to buy all the things for other people. And I haven't had that pressure anymore. Only because, it's just we are in a different generation of like experiences versus things. Like, we are minimalist, and it's kind of like.
So when we receive something, we're like, okay, where do we put this? Or what are we going to do with this?
Or do we regift it? Or do we stuff? And we talked about that with Marie Kondo. And it's the people that know us really well, they give us something that we really know. And there's something we do is just like, there's like a stocking stuffer. So it's like, we appreciate the gesture, and it's just, it's something that we kind of let people know beforehand too, like, hey, don't get us anything. Or if you're getting us something, maybe just food or something like that.
Yeah. So I think that's like, even for, for this year, I, it's about the experiences. And I was talking with my cousin and she was like, let's go, like, how about next year? Like, let's just go on a family trip.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, like no expectations for anything, but we're just going to spend time in another state
Yes.
together, and I've always wanted to do that.
Well,
I think it's fun. I
well,
don't
this
know.
Christmas I will be spending. I will be in Japan, even though this episode is pre-recorded. But
Yeah.
by the time this airs, I am in Japan with my father and my brother, and they've been doing that for the past few years. And for them, it's like Christmas is, and we talked about this, even living in Las Vegas. Thanksgiving is usually easy to find people like, hey, yeah, let's join us for Thanksgiving. But Christmas is so intimate and personal
Yeah.
that everybody has their own thing for their traditions with their family.
Yeah.
They might have a gathering later on, but like certain times of Christmas, like you said, Christmas morning is like between your immediate family, then you go to extended family later on.
Yeah.
And so we spent Christmas here during the pandemic, and it's just like, oh yeah, we spent Thanksgiving with other people, but Christmas was like, no, people
Yeah.
either traveling or it was just for
It
themselves.
was really sad.
And that's why I was like, we can't be here. We
Yeah.
also talked to our other friends in Vegas because there's a lot of people that don't have family here, and they said, oh yeah, I've experienced that too. And it's like, that's why like this year people are going to fly out. And this is also the thing about community, is that people do fly out during
Yes.
certain holidays like
Yes.
that. So we decided, hey, we're going to go back. One of the things was before was like, if we were to choose with summer and Christmas or New Year's, definitely Christmas and New Year's, it was like, yeah, we make an effort to go back to be with family. I did miss there. I did go back to Hawaii, where there was Christmases where my father and my brother weren't in Hawaii, and I decided like, hey, this year maybe I'll spend it with them.
Yeah.
And it is, holidays are hard for some people, so coming up with new traditions like traveling, because maybe you do feel sad when you are at home, or you just feel kind of off, you can change it up. And it's just very different. I know we've spent New Year's overseas, so we've experienced that as well. So
I experienced that too. And it's just, yeah, Christmas is just a really good time, just cozy up, just take it easy, and just remember why Christmas.
yeah, I kind of wish some days, especially for the kids, and I know what it's like to be excited, with the presents and commercialized Christmas, but I do understand why certain cultures, certain religions too, they really want to kind of warn and caution against that. Like, it's good to have presents, but that's not what it's all about. And to really see the value of just spending time together, and being grateful, I think. And yeah, just want to learn about different celebrations around the world, right?
Yeah.
And kind of going over that. I think in some cultures and places it is just a gathering too, and being present.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, I mean, that's our take.
Yes.
That's like the shortened version, I feel like, because I feel like we could talk more about it, but it is Christmas Eve. And so, yeah, we won't keep everybody too long. So have a great Christmas, and we'll see you guys again next week.